Alrighty guys, this is Snugsonblitz, and today we'll be talking about how to win. I have two games, the first in the M103 and the second in the KV-1S. Both games will be played on mines, but I'm going to play them very differently, and I'll explain my reasoning why. Most of the time though, if you want to win, you gotta do damage. That's precisely what I'm going to try to do in this game. Now, the biggest threats in this game are the ST-1 and the T-92E1. I've also got to be careful about the 3 tank destroyers that will probably be sniping at the back of the map. With a top-tier American heavy tank, my job is going to go towards the hill. The hill is where it's at. I've played this game a lot. 90% of games will be determined whether you hold or keep the hill. It's very different, the playstyle. But the RU-251 does a great job spotting up the enemy T-92E1, and our teammates do the rest. Lovely stuff. Great job. Now, he takes one hit for his trouble, but that was absolutely worth it. Now, that T-92E1 will be very cautious about popping out. And we've got the AMX there. Doesn't have the best turret, so I'm going to see if I can punish him. Here we go. Aiming in. Straight through. Good stuff. But I take a hit for my trouble. No biggie. Our WZ-114's here. We're all here, and we're all trying to make their life a living hell. Now, the AMX is down to probably a one-shot for me, so I'm just going to aim on in, go through the turret. Nice, but I wasn't able to take him out. The WZ-114, full hit points. He's also being cautious. Good stuff. He makes his move. That guy's gone. This guy's in all sorts of trouble. So their tank destroyers are in horrible positions. They really should be invisible, sniping at the back of the map. But now I see an opening here to be able to take out this guy. Good job. Oh, good stuff. The ST-1 decided to swing around the back, but he swung around way too far. He's got no support, absolutely zero. No tank destroyer sitting in the back of the map can help him from where he is. He really should be near the base. I took a hit from the island, amazingly, but that's okay. ST-1, come on out. Yes, okay. Wackaroony. I took some damage, but big whoop. Once that guy is fired another shell, he'll be out of the rotation for a while. I mean, I know it's the M4 Yo, but yeah, he's not the biggest threat. Boom, he's gone. And I'm just going to march on in. Yeah, the Yo's gun can be interesting, but it really needs a faster reload, in my opinion. Otherwise, it just becomes a one-shot. So I'll take a 300 hit here and there if it allows me to take out the enemy tanks one by one. Here we go, one more tank. Nice little bounce there. I'm up to 2,300. Can I whack him? Sure I can. I take a little bit of damage for my trouble, but that's all good. Lovely stuff. And RU takes out the M4 Yo. Good stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Now that is stock standard hold down heavy tank on mines playstyle. I think I'm top of the leaderboard if I remember correctly, but WZ also great job, and the SU-130 nicely done as well, and the RU-251 very solid as well. What about this next game? Well, we have a bit of a problem here. This time we're up against an Annihilator and a Smasher and a T-29. Whew. So 2 of those tanks have great gun depression. That's a bit of a concern. We have an Annihilator, that's good news. An IS-2, not the best tank. And we have a T-23-3. What I'm going to do, because I know they're in my clan, which means they're decent players. They know what they're doing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swing around here. Why am I? Well, that's what I was looking for. I was wondering if one of the enemy OP tanks, the Smasher in this case, might swing around and cause all sorts of trouble for our teammates. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to back on up. And I don't mind taking a hit because I've got plenty of hit points. And my teammates have paper thin armor, but I don't. So he's going to probably do 500 if I face him. Can I hit him? Not going to use Premo, but I am going to keep him busy. That means my teammates know where the Smasher is. Now, had I not come here, we wouldn't know where he is. We might think he's sniping at the back. We might be afraid to take the hill. We might be afraid to even look over the hill. But now that they know the Smasher's here, they don't have to worry about his derp gun. As I said, about a 500 shot that I had to take for my team. I ate that, but that's okay. All I want to do is keep him away from my paper-thin teammates. Had he gotten around to the back of our T-23, it would be nighty-night in T-minus 1 second. I mean, an HE from the Smasher, the back of an American tank. Ooh, game over. The IS-2 pushes on in. And the Smasher, once he's fired, he's got a long reload. I know that. And I'm not even sure he was able to hit the IS or if he was on a reload, but yeah, he's gone. Now we can get the Annihilator, his buddy. Just waiting for a reload here. Oh, good job, IS-2. And there you go. Now in this game, I didn't need to do much damage, but what I did do, I think, was imperative for our team. So I lit up the Smasher. If I'd been a light tank there, he would have just walked on in and ripped me to shreds. If I went to the hill, he would have just snuck around the back and ripped us apart from the rear as well. So what I do, I just lit him up and just kept him at bay. That's all I was really trying to do. That gave my teammates the information they needed to rip apart the rest of their team. So I think that was a pretty good game, played very differently than the first game. Great job, teammates. Will it always work? Well, no, of course not. I mean, it requires your teammates to have somewhat of a brain, which sometimes is a rarity in Blitz.
A huge thank you goes out to my Patreons. These wonderful people help keep the lights on over here, which allow me to keep making videos for you. If you'd like to donate to the channel and see this channel grow, you can check the links in the description below. You can send over a one-time donation if you like, or become a Patreon where I can help you become a better tanker. There are 3 different levels available, so take a look, and if you have any questions, let me know. Anyway, back to our regular scheduled programming.
Anyway, some food for thought. Hope you enjoyed today's games. I'll see you next time. Snugsonblitz.